Hey, it's Christine with 90 here to give you a couple tips on archiving your rocks at the end of the quarter. So, as some of you may experience, you're not going to have a 100% completion rate. So, if we mark a couple rocks as done, let's say that these two were not completed out of our company rocks. That's okay. We're going to go ahead and leave the status as maybe off track since we didn't get it done this quarter. And then we'll go ahead and turn them into long term issues. And so by turning them into long term issues, it guarantees that we're going to discuss it at the quarterly meeting. So it's on our long term issues list. We can discuss maybe what happened with the rock, why it went off track, any specific details with it, and decide if we want to make it a rock again for the next quarter. So I've made it a long term. I'll go ahead and save, and then I'll do the same thing with this one. And I'm just accessing this quick action right here by right clicking on the item to make it an issue. So we'll change the interval to long term again. You can see if there are any details written out in the rock, they do get pulled into the issue that you're creating. So whether you've added details to the description area or you've added milestones, they'll all get carried in here so that you have it for when you want to turn it into a rock and redecide on any deadlines or agreements within here. So I'll save that. And once you've gone through and done that, even for all of your individual rocks that you'd like to carry over and talk about at the quarterly meeting, what you can do is archive all of these at one time. So when you press the archive all button up here in the top right, you'll select archive all rocks. And so what that will do is it'll take off all of these, whether they're completed or not. So leaving this unchecked and clicking archive means that it's only going to take off the ones that you've marked as done. Whereas when we do check that and press archive, we'll see that all of the rocks go ahead and move into our archived section, which gives us space to then go through and start creating new rocks using the create button up at the top. Or when we get to our issues page and we're on the long-term section, so what we're discussing in our quarterly meeting, we can access these both on the issues tab and then also in the VTO. When we're talking about these and deciding what we want to turn into rocks, you can right click on these again and you have a create a rock option right in here that again is going to pull in all the details from that specific item. So you can also access that right click menu by clicking on the item and using the more actions button right here in order to turn things into to-dos or rocks. So I hope that helps. Please let us know if you have any questions about quarterly meetings or anything like that. Thanks.